think I'm recording. This is the introduction. So basically, this class is, we are not going to go into the chat today, but I want to assure you that this is a life-changing experience if you work closely with me, students, and they are doing very well, if only they are doing what I taught them. So if you try to work your way around or do what I did not teach you, you won't like do your own stuff, you'll be among the people that will say, this class did not work for me. The strategy is not working. The strategy is selective of pairs. The strategy is this, is that, is this. But I'm assuring you that if you do exactly what I am teaching you and you take it serious, I am giving you just 6 months. If you do exactly what I am teaching you, I am giving you just 6 months. So for today, I won't be needing a moderator because we are not going into the chat. It's more like an introduction. I will introduce myself and then brief you guys into the synthetic market and everything about. For those that do not know me, my name is Midrizi on Twitter, but I am very much known as Sabiigal. Most of you know me as Sabiigal. Most people don't even know that my name is Midrizi. My actual name is Midrizi. The Sabiigal came after the Midrizi. So, but yeah, you can call me either of it, Sabiigal or Midrizi, whatever you want. So I'm happy to be here today to teach you guys, and I am your synthetic tutor. Okay, and I'll be guiding you throughout the class till the synthetic class is over. And I trade synthetic indices and sometimes crypto, sometimes the forex, sometimes commodities, gold. Okay, the strategy I trade works indices, synthetic, forex, commodities. It works in every technical market, including DeFi, because most of my students actually analyzes these things and I see it working. Okay, that's why I say that a strategy that works in all things technical, and it is the culture. So so far so good. I won't be wasting much of your time. I've done the introduction. Is so, like, before I continue, I want to like debunk a particular perspective. I am not a magician. Okay, I don't do abracadabra or something. I don't actually do magic. I don't do magic. The whole flipping is not magic. At a specific point, if you want to trade with small accounts, you have to trade specifically. You don't just do it randomly. You don't do it blindly. It will not work that way. So that being said, I am debunking the rule. Will I say a rumor, or I am debunking the idea that you feel like trading the synthetic market, you are a magician. No. But if you understand the logic behind flipping, you will do better. But remove your mind from that for now. Trade like every other person. Now, you don't have to actually master the art of flipping. You don't master it. You trade normal and it becomes a habit. You just see yourself doing it with the help of the things I am going to teach you. We break your head and then we put it inside, and that's flipping. No. Okay? It doesn't work that way. If you want to flip, then you have to trade at specific points. You have to stack. You have to trade at important places in the market. The whole flipping stuff will come when we are done with everything technical, and I have taught you my personal entry models. So I want to actually also just do a brief warning. Okay, I know that a lot of people here are from Twitter, and Twitter is the home of toxic people, but I want us to be friends so that we don't end up finding ourselves, not even ourselves, because you find only yourself. I'm not an associate for noise making at all. You can never reply because you did not give me my Twitter account, not under your name. I'm not obligated to reply you or whatever. So I know that not even half, almost everybody here have a Twitter account, and most of these people are already, will I say, initiated into the toxic space of that application. But I want us to be friends. I want us to love ourselves. Let's be our brother's keeper. Don't try to leak this video. If you want to help your friend, okay, if you want to help your brother, if you want to help your sister, and you want to help yourself most especially, you will learn and teach others. A lot of people here paid money for this class. Not even a lot of people, almost everybody, if not everybody, paid money to be here. So it's quite unfair that people that did not pay, that nobody sent, try to make the value that is coming out from this class become destroyed. This class has a special value. So the moment you try to destroy the value of this class by doing things that you know should not be done on a normal day, you are reducing the value of this class. Now, the difference between Dangote and every other person you see on the road is information. Now, if Dangote wants you to work for him, Dangote will rather tell you to work for him and get paid than Dangote leaking the full secret to his wealth for you for free. Which means that if you are opportuned to get Dangote it has to be encrypted between you and Dangote. What does that mean? Yes, everybody wants to make money, but when an information is rampant, it loses its value, and the ability for it to work on a long time reduces because it becomes rampant to the use of everybody and it becomes misused. That's why they say all strategy works, but after a while, the probability of that strategy reduces because what? It becomes too available and it loses its value. That's what I am saying. I did not say you cannot teach your brother or you cannot teach your sister, but avoid reducing the value of this class. And I say that let's be friends so that you avoid seeing yourself ranting on the timeline or in the comment section because never reply you. Okay? So let's be friends. Let's be friends. You can ask me questions on the group and in the class. Most especially in the class, I will attend to 70% of the questions every time it comes in the class when it's time for question. And I won't like an interruption while the class is ongoing. You raise your hand to ask questions. There will be time for questions, and you can ask your question as well. And also, you can also write down your question. Probably, if there's a place you guys usually write your question down, you can ask your question. But I would like something really rowdy, and I like something professional and done that is done maturely, so we all can be friends and there won't be any. In case you have a suggestion, you can tell to Chris and he will relate with me. So with that being said, I want to believe that we are now friends and there won't be any problem at all between us till the class is over, and I want to see a lot of results. I want you to tag me on Twitter, courtesy of Psychedelia Synthetic class. Just put it that way. Make sure you're always highlighting the psychedelia so they know where you learned from. Courtesy of Psychedelia Synthetic class. This is my results. This just I like practical results. You are building house, you're buying a car, something not just audio. When I mean audio, just showing piano, something that is screaming profitability, something that is loud, no hypes, just results. So we all are friends, and there won't be any problem. We like friends. And lastly, I don't really know everyone here, but I would love to just choose, would I say a prefect, or yeah, I would love to just choose a prefect that I need somebody that I can pronounce the person name, like the person actually answering his or her real name. Most of you are answering names that aren't your real names. Okay, we have Festus. All right. So Festus, you find a way to send me a DM on WhatsApp so I can save your number with prefect of Psychedelia Synthetic class. And you always make sure you are coming early. Hope you have a good network. Festus, are you there? I've unmuted you. Somebody else. Festus, can you hear me? Festus, why did you raise up your hand when you are not even following up? Okay, let me mute him back and choose somebody else. That's your talk. I would have loved to give it to a girl, because most of the time all my prefects are always guys. I'd have just loved to like change it to a lady this time. Somebody that's answering their name, your real name. Okay, Miss Tony. Okay. Okay, this is Mrs. Yeah. Mrs. Tony, are you there? Mrs. Tony, can you hear me? Can you hear me? She's not talking. Okay, let me give it to somebody else. The lock mom. Maybe I'll just give it to a guy because the girls are really not talking. Okay. I'm not even seeing somebody answer. People don't answer your real name. Oh, it's everywhere. Okay, Zion. Zion, are you there? I've unmuted you. Zion, can you hear me? Zion 19. Right? That's the name there. Zion, can you hear me? Is it just me, or I don't know? Are these people talking? Let me unmute somebody else. They are not even
Hello?
unmuting. Finally.
I can hear you. Good evening.
Good evening, Zion. Are you there? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right. Do you have my WhatsApp number?
Okay, I'll message you.
All right. Message me. Why you message me? Just say you are from Psychedelia, the person I appointed as the class moderator or prefect. Anyone. Is that okay?
Okay, I hear you.
All right.
Okay.
Omitted in case of anything, help me moderate the class. So I feel like we should do something like going into the chat to say one or two things so we don't just leave idle. I've given my own little rules that I know will help us. Okay, just try your best. I'm not a magician, but I'm still repeating myself. If you just do according to what I teach you, you will see results that it is somebody else that will even tell another person about you. You don't have to talk. The results will speak and people will listen and spread it. That's how I work. So you don't have to stress yourself too much. Make sure you're with your writing materials. Very, very important. Writing is very necessary. Very, very, very important. If somebody is not writing, I don't take people that don't note down things serious. If I go through your phone and I see that you don't have notes, like things you have written down, I don't take you serious. I only take people that take writing serious because I feel like this person will have a retentive memory because the things you write is what will remind you of the things you are not remembering. So it's good to write. So if you're not with your writing materials today, just try to be with it tomorrow or whenever you can so that you can follow up. Okay. So most people might be asking, what are the things you did differently, Sabiigal? What are the things you did differently that I don't know if I've said it before, but we were a lot of persons that actually learned together when I was learning. Okay, a lot were so many. But then I figured out that the people that have good and noticeable results are not the people that attended the class every day. They are not the people that actually wrote down everything they learned in the class. They are not the people that on time, but they are the people that put the things they learn into practice. Number one, they are also the people that don't joke with what they learn. The major thing I did differently that's looking like magic to everybody that made my results come really fast is I isolated myself from distraction. When I was learning, I made sure that I don't have too much conversation with people that were not on the same field with me. What do I mean? Even if they were on the same field with me, I made sure that I not actually spend much time doing um things that were not in line with my goals as of that time. Okay, I was just making sure that everything I was doing was particularly on that thing I was chasing. Okay, which means that what I was certain that I would make it in trading. To be honest with you, I was certain I would make it in trading because I did so many things that people that were also learning with me were not doing. So I go instead of social media, I normally ghosting. After each class, I will go back to the recorded video and watch it so many times. Like we can finish the class now, and I watch that video like 2 times before that particular day ends, because I believe that while I was learning, maybe something must have slipped my ears. Let's say while I'm learning, somebody would just call on my attention, and just immediately. So the first time I watch the video is to take note of everything I learned. Then the second time I watch it that same day is to take note of the things that slipped my ears. Okay, that's why it was different for me. My results and the others were very, very different. In interval of less than a year, my first car April, my second car December. So it was less than a year. My first house, I built it under 6 months. So my results was completely different from the rest of them. And I like smart people. Those topics have techniques, I've dropped them for you. I like smart people. You do research, whether it's wrong or right. You do research to know what else, what are we talking about, what's the topic, and all of that. So that being said, I just want to convince myself that I have said enough that should help you. The class goes on, you will understand more. So I guess you have done your basic market structure, and they have taught you your highs and your lows. Okay, your higher highs, higher lows, your lower high, lower low, your strong and weak points. And am I right? What's your name? What's your name? Where is that person? Zion. Is it Zion? Where is the person I unmuted? Safe. Yeah, maybe he muted himself back. This is why I omitted that person, so that he can be telling me. Who should I omit now? I need somebody that will tell me if people have actually done that, because I don't know. So Jasper, are you there? Let me unmute you, Jasper. Jasper, can you hear me? This person. Jasper, kindly unmute yourself. Can you hear me? Jasper, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. You guys have done market structure, right?
Yes, ma, I can hear you, ma.
I'm asking a question. You have learned your higher highs and higher lows. Am I correct?
Yes, ma.
Your internal structures, right? External.
Yes, ma. You're correct, ma.
All right. Thank you. So, according to the moderator, he said that.
Yes, ma.
Are you sure that you are even following? He said yes, ma. Okay. So I am convinced now that you guys have done all of this. So you have learned your internals and the external, and you know that a weak point creates a strong point, which means that if there is no weak point, there is no strong point. So in order for price to create a strong point, it has to create a weak point. And if there is no weak point, there is no strong point. What do I mean? In order for a place to be called a strong point, it needs to break a structure, which is what it needs to give us. This thing you see here, a break of structure. Okay, now mind you, this is not how this thing looks on the chart. This is just a template. Okay, if there is even how all of this looks on the chart, is even like this looks on the chart, like this looks like this. Sometimes even looks like this and like this than this thing you saw. The basic market structure, you just use this simple template because actually this is how the basic market structure, when you are dealing with external structures, this is how it actually looks like. Okay, now and we know that everything that is inside this place is being classified as internal structures. Okay, the minor structures, the major structures. Now, for a point to be called a strong point, we should have what? A weak point. And the weak point is the place where price takes out the previous high or low that has been created. Now, moving forward, before this point here, this was a break of structure over here. All right, it was the previous break of structure that was here. So now, after this break of structure, price went forward to have a retracement. Okay, after that retracement, it made this place what? Like a swing high. Okay, and for this point now to be called a strong low, price needs to take out this particular high. If it doesn't take out this high, then this low becomes a weak low. If this low gets taken out instead. Now, market structure is not complicated, yet it is not as easy as you think. If there's anything that will make you hit a lot of stop loss is if you mistake your market structure. If you don't get it correctly, most of you might be saying maybe in your mind that we already know this one, but I'm really telling you that that's a big fat lie. Okay, if I'm being honest with you, that's a lie. This particular market structure, you should know, is deeper than what you think, and each entry, each analysis you make, once your structure is wrong, whether you are using the best entry model in the world, if your structure does not align with the ongoing structure, the ongoing trend, then your analysis will only hold on what we call lock syndrome or lock factor. What is lock factor? Now, most of you already pass your phase 1 of your account, pass your phase 2 of your account by this lock factor I'm talking about. I know somebody that doesn't know how to analyze the market, but has passed phase 1, passed phase 2 of a 50k account, and he blew the account at the funded stage. Okay, now what was happening to him before? It was lock syndrome, like lock factor. L-U-C-K. Luck. Was simply luck. He was just lucky to buy where he was buying and sell what he was selling. But his luck, he ran out of his luck, and in the further stage, he could not withdraw. Okay. Most people even goes ahead to get to four prop firms, and then that's is the hedging pattern or whatever. They get 4 prop firms, and in one account, in 2 accounts, they are buying, and in the other account they are selling. Eventually 2 blows off. Okay, and it remains 2. And that 2 now be in the second phase. Let me tell you what some people do in the second phase. And then they can buy like 6. And then the second one, they open again, buy and sell. One begins to go in loss, the other one in profit, and they get into funded stage. If it's like 6 accounts they bought, if they go again into funded stage, one blows, one gets to pay out. Just one payout recovers all the money times 5 of what they have lost and what they used to get the account. That is luck factor. That's not a right way to trade, and you can never be consistently profitable. The difference between withdrawing today and taking forever to withdraw again and consistently racking the bags. Okay. If you want to be profitable, then you should be looking at consistent profitability and not just profitability. Somebody asks you, do you want to be profitable? Yes, I want to be consistently profitable, because the luck factor is already there in place for you. And also, there is this other factor that is there for you to do the wrong thing, and the wrong thing works for a period of time. The wrong thing I mean is FOMO, FOMO, fear of missing out. Today you will come, your entry is around here, and then you are coming to meet the market is here. You are lucky it buys to this point. You take a little profit and you run away before it reverses. You try it again here. You're lucky. The time this thing will stop working is the time where this factor has built your confidence in the wrong thing. Now, if something that is not good becomes a habit, it builds your confidence that the wrong thing is right. Now, when the market gives you that confidence, it makes you to increase your risk. Let's say at this point you're risking $10, but it worked 3 times, and instead of you to risk $10, you've gotten like $30 profit times 3. Now you have $90. You started from $10 and you did the wrong thing till you grew your $10 to $90, and you decide to now risk the whole $90 in the next trade, and it just wipes you off. That's where your eye will clear that this is actually the wrong thing. No, you might not even see at the wrong thing at that point. You want to go and borrow money. You'll be like, just work today. I know tomorrow it will work. Because you have tried like 3 consecutive times and you won back to back. And then you borrow money to do it again, and you become a debtor. From there, your life starts to spoil. Debtor, you start running away, you are owing, and all of that. So you have to do the right thing and set rules for your trades. If it doesn't meet my criteria, I am not going to enter into the market. Discipline is something that most people do not have. Okay, most people do not have discipline. So you have to put in this discipline in you and adhere to it at all times, no matter how inconveniencing it is. Okay, if this is your entry, you have to wait till market enter into the entry before you trade. Except you want to stack, and then you might stack at specific points. You are not entry directly, or maybe you have just few entries at the entry, and then the other entries are at your specific point of interest that is still inside your point of interest before you enter. Okay, now the best strategy anybody can learn is a strategy where the market takes out a lot of people before you enter. You can quote me anywhere that is the best strategy you can learn. The strategy where that particular golden POI that you have seen, the market disappoints that POI before you enter. That is the best strategy that anybody, or entry model, whatever you want to call it, that's the best strategy that anybody can learn. The process whereby people are out of the market, or not like they have taken profit and they left, the market actually kicked them out. Now we have a lot of liquidity to go round, and you see the market begins to go in profit very, very well. Okay, so I wouldn't want to waste too much of your time because it's 9:43 already, and I think I was here at exact 9. Okay, we're not going to stop here for today. I don't know if anybody have just any question. You can just raise up your hand or something. Okay. Gossip Ninja. Okay, is this one a blogger? If you are a blogger, you're miss. Okay, the blogger wants to ask a question. Go on. Hello, can you hear me? Are you there? Can you hear me? I will mute you and unmute somebody else. So please don't raise up your hand if you have nothing to say, please. So you don't just waste our time. This person is not serious, Joe. Joseph. Okay, go on. I'm listening. Fast, 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 please. It's certain that most of these people have nothing to say, Sha. Oh, let me just give it. They have nothing to say. So raise up your hand when you don't have anything to say so that you not just waste our time. Okay. So this is going to be the end of today's class, and I hope to see you guys in massive number like this. This is our 470 people here. This group is almost like 1,000. So turn up in better numbers in the next class, because it's better you listen from the horse's mouth than to watch the video that the horse was presenting. If you understand parable, you understand very well. So have a nice and lovely day or evening wherever you are in any part of the world, and see you in the next class. Bye.
Thank you, ma.